Good morning, everyone. My name's Lauren, and I am the dyer behind lolodidit. And I want to thank you guys for joining me today. This is my 5th episode, and it's been a really awesome ride. I'm having a lot of fun doing these podcasts. I've gotten a lot of amazing conversations started, a lot of comments, a lot of people asking questions. It's really been a really good way for me to kind of get in touch with you guys a little bit more personally, which has been a blast. I'm having so much fun doing it. So thank you for joining me today. Thanks for those of you who have been following me since the first one. Thanks for those of you who are starting to follow me. So I appreciate it so much. So first things first, I have to show the latest brand new colorway that I just released yesterday. It's called Festivus. I love this colorway so much. I'm so happy with it. So story behind this one, this is so funny. So Amber, Yarn Hoarder, texts me. This had to have been like 3 weeks ago. And she goes, so one of my friends asked if there's going to be a hippo for Festivus. And I was like, no, I wasn't planning on it, but let's do a colorway anyways. So this is what the result is of this really funny text message I got from Amber a few weeks ago. And her friend Shauna, hi Shauna, if you're looking, if you're watching, she's the one who asked for this. So Festivus, I have to admit, I am not like a Seinfeld person. I don't watch it, but of course, after she asked that, I knew the reference, and I had to go watch a couple of the episodes that dealt with Festivus. And so this is for all of you Festivus people. I took every single this season colors, the blue for the frozen and ice and just Christmas and wintry and all this stuff, and all of the colors of the season, no matter what holiday it is or anything, these are the colors that you see. So this is how that was my inspiration. It really wasn't anything from the show, because yeah, they're in New York, so it's all gray. But this is Festivus. This is on my sparkle base, which of course is like blows my mind. I love it. I'm so happy with it. This is on plush sock. I think this is the skein I stole from myself. Let me see. Yes, this would be the skein I stole for myself. I need Festivus socks, of course. And Low Biggity. I brought this one up because I have a Low Biggity story for you guys that I'm going to share. So, Festivus. So happy with it. I love it so much. And I hope you guys love it too. So, it's available in the shop now. I dyed it on every single yarn base that I have available, including Dreamy. So, you guys should have lots. And again, I put it up yesterday, so I know a few people snuck on the shop, started stocking it, but it's definitely available right now. So you should be able to get that. So super cool. So happy, so happy with this. So thank you guys. Thanks Amber, thanks Shauna for the inspiration. I appreciate it. So next thing that's on the shop is Carson. We restocked this. This has been requested. I ran out of it a few weeks ago, and I didn't restock it right away, but it has been available in my graphic gradient. I should show a picture here because I didn't bring it up with me. I keep on saying up. My craft room is upstairs. All of the yarn dyeing is downstairs, so I brought it up with me. So it's in my graphic gradient, which starts with Carson, then naked skein, which is just blank white yarn, and then my gray gradient, which is the 4 gray colors. But I didn't have it available on my shop just solo, but people really like it as a neutral to kind of go with everything, so I had to hurry up and dye some for you guys. So this is Carson. It's black and white, and this is a Mr. Lolo original. He I know you guys are going to be totally shocked. He actually watched Downton Abbey with me, which he's usually an action kind of guy. He's not into all of those shows that I love, like Downton Abbey and Outlander and all that stuff. But he loved Carson, the character Carson. He's the butler. And as soon as I did the Dowager Countess, which is another one of my Downton Abbey inspired colorways, he's like, Carson, it must happen. We have to do it. And literally that day he did it. Like, this is the colorway. So, that's Carson. And then this is it on my solo base. And I have to tell you guys, I think I said it last time, but the solo base takes the dye so well that it becomes really, really vibrant. And I know this is just black and white, but it just takes it. It's so nice. So anyways, Carson. And the third one that I restocked on the shop is Don't Stop Believing. And this was a Yarn of the Month Club colorway. I used to have a Yarn of the Month. I don't anymore. For those of you guys who have kind of gotten to know my personality, I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl. Like, I love coming up with colorways because that day I saw something and I got inspired by it and I was like, yes, I gotta do this. And I'll literally come home. It doesn't matter. It's 11 o'clock at night. I saw something. I wanted to dye it and I'll just dye it that night and make a new colorway. And so what I found was Yarn of the Month Club was like really pressuring me to come up with something that had to do with the theme that I was going for that month. And it wasn't as spontaneously creative. I don't know if that's the right word, but spontaneously creative as I normally was. So I did away with it and decided to just literally every month make sure that I'm coming out with a new colorway. And that way it's not exclusive. Everyone can get it. I can dye it, anytime that you guys want it. And it wasn't something that I was holding for 3 to 6 months, depending on what time of the year it was, to be able to dye it again. So that's why I don't do it. So, but this one is Don't Stop Believing. And I literally I took all the colors from the album, Journey's album that Don't Stop Believing was on. If you pressure me, I think if you guys asked me what that album name is, I would not be able to tell you. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. But if Google it, you'll see it. And I made this color. And this is all of the colors of the album all smushed up together. And this is one of my all-time favorites. I've knit this colorway probably 4 times. Because I love it so much. I've knit it in a little Voodoo You Love Me. I've knit socks. I've had it as just a one stripe in one of my shawls that I knit. It was just one random stripe that I was like, oh, it needs a pop of color. Yes, I'm going to do it. I love this colorway. Definitely one of my all-time favorites. And I think one of your guys's too, because usually when I put it up, it's not there anymore for very long. So that's Don't Stop Believing. So this is the shop update. I didn't have a ton because I've been working on some colorways that you guys have been asking for. Can you tell by my hands? Do you see I should play a game. Do you guys know a colorway I've been dyeing based on the dye that's on my hands this week? So I've been working on some stuff. So next week's going to be a much larger update than this week, just because it's all on the drying rack. So forgive me. But all of those holiday colors that you guys are asking for, I know that you guys want me to restock it. They're coming. And stock the shop in the beginning of the week, not just the end of the week, because I do put stuff up all week long. As soon as we get it dried and tagged, I put it on the shop. I don't wait for any day or anything like that. So no pressure, but do check back because all of those ones, Merry Gentleman, Oh Holy Night, Holly Jolly, Cornucopia, they're all going to be on the shop. And I've got one more new one that I did not get dry in time for today. I wish I did, but that's going to have to be at the beginning of the week. It's the new one. You guys are going to freak out. So that's the shop update. And I have something super exciting. So do you remember the challenge that I set for myself last week. Yeah, so apparently Trey, Mr. Lolo, does watch the podcast. I didn't know that he did. So he watches the podcast and he's like, you said you were going to make me a beanie out of low biggity. And I was like, oh no, I did say that. And of course, I did not cake it up. We actually went up to Reno. I'll talk a little bit more about that. But very, very last minute, we went up to Reno. We're in Vegas, by the way. I live in Vegas. And I did not cake it up. And he's on the drive like, so I thought you were going to knit me a hat out of low biggity, but I don't see that as your project that you're working on right now while we're driving. I was like, I'm sorry. So Sunday night, I'm not kidding you. Sunday night, I cast on. Monday, I finished. So I'm going to show you. I love it. Look at this. This is so squishy and beautiful. This is literally, this is a 2x1 rib. And I decreased for 2 rounds. Just did a regular knit 2 together, knit 1, knit 2 together, 2 rounds, and then I just pulled it closed. So it is super squishy. And I knit it for about, I think this is 9 inches. And it fits his head. He's got a 24-inch head, guys. Yeah. Not that I should be complaining, because this literally took me 2 hours to knit. But it's so... Should I put it on? Oh my gosh. Look at that. So cute. Maybe I'll wear this the rest of the time. I look good in hats, huh? You guys are like, she's not vain at all. So anyways, this is Keep Pounding. This is my colorway, Keep Pounding Low Biggity. I had a couple of people last week, because I posted a picture of me caking this up, ask me for more in low biggity, because I know it sold out that night that I posted the picture that I was casting on. And I'm dyeing it. So I'm probably going to dye it on Monday or Tuesday. So you'll see it soon. But I'm so excited, and he loves it. So I had just a little bit of yarn left over. I usually have my hair in a clip. I'm like freaking out that my hair's falling down. I did make a pom-pom, because what's the point of making a hat if you can't make a pom-pom? So after all that, this was my scrap that was left. That's it. One big head, one big hat. So I did get it done, guys. The challenge was met. So that was just so funny. I had fun doing it though. And really, this is such a quick knit, you guys. If you need holiday gifts, grab 1 skein of low biggity and you've got a hat in 2 hours. So I love it. And I didn't even do a rib brim or anything. This is a long tail cast on. That's it. So fantastic. I'm really happy. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm really excited. So, all that done, I wanted to show you this. This is, I don't have much Merry Gentleman on the shop, but I do have a couple of skeins of Merry Gentleman on low biggity, so I wanted to show you what the hat looks like before I showed you this. So, snatch up a couple of skeins of that, because that's such an easy gift. I think I'm going to make a few of those for some of my family members. Because if I made everybody socks, they would not be getting gifts this year. So I wanted to show you some other stuff that's on the shop. I guess I should start from the beginning of the story. I don't know if everybody knows this. So at the beginning of this year, I started the 2017 Hippo for Holidays, Hippo Hysteria, whatever you want to call it. We started doing all of the colorways and Hippos for each holiday. And that started with Hippo for Valentine's. As soon as I saw that you guys liked it, I contacted the designer and told her, this is my idea, this is what I want to do. I had met her through Spoonflower before. All of my bags that I carry are directly from artists from Spoonflower. So they are not something that you can get commercially. They are designed by designers, and there are a few that I really like, and I use those 3 or 4 designers over and over and over again because I like their aesthetic so much. So you'll see those on my shop once in a while. I'll put something that was designed by someone through Spoonflower. But this person, her name's Heather Dutton. She's from Hang Tight Studio. And she just was so nice. Every time I bought one of her designs, she'd reach out to me. We'd chit-chat back and forth. And she's just such a sweetheart. So when I went to go design this bag, I was like, I know exactly who I'm contacting. Not only do I love her designs, but I love her personality. She's excited, she's creative. So when I knew that she'd be able to capture the spirit of what this Hippos for Holidays was going to be. So I told her the idea. This is what we're going to do. It's going to be available all year long, and it's going to represent all of the holidays. And she's like, oh, Lauren, I got this. I know what you're talking about. So she came up with this design. I gave her a lot of creative freedom. I just said, I want all of the holidays represented, and I want a whimsical looking hippo. And she came up with the whole thing. And that's, I mean, really, her design is exactly what we went with. I didn't really change it that much other than adding a holiday here or there. So this is what she came up with. Well, you can't really see it in the package. Let me show you. This is her design, and it really does have all of the holidays on it. It's got Valentine's, it's got St. Patty's Day with the, I'm trying to find all of them, St. Patty's Day, Dia de los Muertos, Halloween, Christmas, Easter. This one is the 4th of July. I mean, it's got everything on it. I was so thrilled with it. So this is what we've had all year, and I wanted to let you guys know the reason I'm bringing this up is that this is it. This was our 2017 bag, and it's over with. I put up every last one that we have available on the shop yesterday. Every last scrap of fabric we have accommodated for. It's all on the shop, and they are available now, and all of them come with, this is why I brought the package up. Every single Hippo holiday project bag or notions bag comes with a Hippo tape measure. I'll show you, give you a better look. Ah, and that's Heather's design too. So I contact her. I'm like, we need tape measures, and she's like, I got you. So tape measures come with every single bag, and we also have the notions pouches, and they also come with a tape measure. So super cute. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the fabric. This is not quilting cotton like most bags are made out of, and that's actually all our other bags that are on the shop are quilting cotton. This is a heavyweight cotton twill. So what it feels like when you're feeling it, this is like your favorite pair of jeans. Really soft, but really, really, really sturdy. So that's why we made it, that's why they're a little bit more expensive than other bags, but it's gonna hold up so nicely. And also, we had a designer come in and do this. So this is what they are. We have a nice handbag zipper. And all of the inside, it's either polka dots or stripes and with a coordinating color on the inside. I don't have different kinds of lining, and that's the only lining that I do is polka dots or stripes. So this is these bags. I'm telling you guys, you've got to get one. It's one of my favorite bags. I have another one here. This was one of our prototypes. So it doesn't have the fancy zipper on it, but this is one that I use all the time. And this one I've used, this is the first bag that was made, and I've been using it since then. And look how crisp it looks. So that's what I'm telling you. It's just such nice fabric that you guys, I hope everybody who has one already, really, I hope you love it. Because a lot of time and thought went into it, making sure that it was one of those project bags that you would love for a really long time. So this is the 2017 bag. I will not be continuing it through 2018, and the last of them are on the shop right now. So go and get yours. So that was just so fun. I love designing it. So what's in here? I know I told you guys last week I wasn't going to show you whips, but if I don't show this to you, it's going to be February before I get it done. So I figured I'd show it to you because me and Jen Peck, she's at Webster Street Knittery. We have a collaboration going on right now, and she actually already has that design in testers' hands. So she is designing it while the testers are knitting it so she can release it as soon as possible. So I thought I would give her a shout out right now and tell you a little bit about it. Tentatively, the name is called Lolo Mixtape. Lolo's Mixtape? I'm not positive. I'll write it down there. But it is a amazing pops of color. She used ash from my Barely There collection, Vertigo, and a new colorway that's called Freakin' Weekend. That's inspired by the song Ignition. And that one will be available as soon as we get the kits ready. It will be available in the kits and also by itself. So as soon as we start getting those together, I'm going to post them on the shop. And as soon as she says she's ready, that's when I'll post everything. So it should be soon because she's already got it in the tester's hands. So I'm thinking either right before Christmas hits or right after. That's probably when it's going to happen. So I'll let you know when I know more. But it's just so exciting. So the reason why Jen and I kind of got together is because the night of there was a fight going on, and my husband had one of his friends over, and I was like, I want to watch the fight, but I don't want to watch all the fights ahead of time. So I'm casting on a new design, a new shawl. So I had seen this over the course of the couple weeks leading up to it, and I fell in love. It's the Fabulous Abacus by Jen Peck, Webster Street Knittery, and I cast on immediately. Like, I was like, what colors do I have in stock? I'm casting it on. So I started it, and you can see, so this is the project bag, and this came out of it. And I'm not even on the last section yet. I think I've got 3 more sections to go. So it's an asymmetrical, I guess it's not a triangle, it's a diamond. An asymmetrical diamond that is really, really long. It's totally my shape. I love squishing things up. Because it doesn't get so cold here in Vegas. It gets cold, but I like having fingering weight so I can wear it a little bit longer. So this is a fingering weight. So I use Colorways Dothraki is this one. Then the dark stripes is I Heart Negan. I haven't gotten to a section where it's just I Heart Negan yet. But that's the dark stripes. It's fantastic. I love I Heart Negan. And then this color is Lucille. And it's all the colors I used in it. So it's a 3. This is Dothraki. I Heart Negan, which we haven't seen all the glory of Negan yet. And then this is Lucille, which is I'm almost done with this section, so you can see. But this is a 3 skein project that's fitting in this bag. So just to give you an idea of how big that is. So anyways, I fell in love with this design. I started knitting it. I knit it for like 3 days straight. And I contacted Jen. I was like, I love your design. What can we do together? And so immediately she's like, I want this, and I would like to do something like this. And I was like, that's amazing. And she gave me some colors, and I was like, I know what to dye. And so that's where Freakin' Weekend came from. And so it's really exciting. I've really enjoyed working with her. She's a really, really fun she's a fun knitter. Like she does live videos all the time on Instagram. It's really fun. So I encourage you to check her out, see what she's doing, see what she's knitting. She's posting a ton of teaser pictures of her new Lolo's mixtape design, or tentatively named. I feel like it's Prince. Tentatively named Lolo's mixtape design. So that's what she's working on. So I thought I'd show that off a little bit. Two other things that I just restocked on the shop. I've got new little soak packs. I have this in every single to-go, like carry-on to large luggage. I have a few of these I carry with me all the time, just in case I need to do. This is a really gentle laundry as well as taking care of your knit, so I always have some of these. So these are available on my shop. And then I talked about the Lolo bars last time from Lolo by Barmaids, and this is their cuticle stick, and I just got a whole bunch of these in stock too. And this is something I carry these in my purses, because who has just one purse? I carry these in my purse all the time. So that's that. Oh my goodness, where are we at on time? 26 minutes. Okay. I'm going to run through really quickly. So we went to Reno. And very last minute, late on Friday, we decided to get away for the weekend, because usually between now and about March, we just don't do anything. We're working 7 days a week. So what we decided to do was go on a short weekend trip. And of course, Trey bribed me by saying we could go to Jimmy Bean's. So of course I had to say yes. So Roxy took another trip. And if you guys follow, oh, her poor little face gets smushed up in my bag all the time. But this is Roxy. This is Roxy the Hippo. And if you follow hashtag Where's Roxy, you'll see all the places that I take her. But I always try to make a special photo every time we go someplace new. So Roxy the Hippo went to Jimmy Bean Wool. And we got a couple of accessories. Okay, remember I said, what's the point of knitting hats if you don't have a pom-pom? I got pom-poms. I had to get all the colors too. So I got these little pom-poms. So we'll see if I have new hats to show you next week. And I also got a crochet hook. I've decided to go down the crochet blanket rabbit hole. I have this huge basket. Can you see that at the top? Of all of my leftovers of yarn. It's just there, and it's not doing anything and just keeps on getting more full and more full. So I'm going to start crocheting that. Plus, it's an easy thing for the holidays when I don't feel like I have a lot of time, and it's something I can just pick up and do really fast. So I'm going to try it. We'll see how it goes. If I can get the first line in of crochet, then we're good. But that's how I started. I started crocheting. I've been crocheting since I was like 5 or 6. Both of my great-grandmothers showed me how to crochet, and so I know I can do it. I'll make them proud. And the other thing, my husband is so funny. It's a good thing we get along. So I was knitting the Fabulous Abacus most of the time, but because we left so late on Friday night, I did not have a lot of time to get in a lot of knitting. This one has eyelets. I actually have to follow the pattern, stuff like that. So by the time 7 rolls around, it's too dark for me to knit that. So of course I'm knitting on my sock. I can knit in the dark if I'm just going around and around. This is Hippo for St. Patty's Day that I haven't finished yet. I started it like before St. Patty's Day. Yes. So Hippo for St. Patty's Day, and I knit to the heel. Then my husband comes out of a store. We go shopping, of course. We're in Reno. Let's go shopping. And he's like, I found the perfect knitting accessory for you. Yes, he bought me a headlamp. So that I can knit in the car when it's dark. My husband. So, look at that. Look how bright that is. He totally knows me. So, this is going on the next trip. He told me not to even take it out of the car. Of course, I had to show you guys, so I had to take it out of the car. But he's like, leave it in the car so that next time we go. I'm like, okay. So, I guess he totally deserved his hat this week. So anyways, that's it. That's all I've got for you guys. I thought I'd go through that little trip that we went on. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for everything. I hope you love everything. Don't forget to grab your skein of Festivus because it's getting close to the end. I mean, the end of the holidays is right upon us. So I don't know. Maybe I can get in another batch before the end of December. I'm not sure, but all of my holiday colorways are retiring on December 31st. So I won't be dying anymore after that date. So don't wait to get your skein. So thank you guys so much. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Don't forget to comment below if you have questions. I really, really love answering them, and I love getting back to you guys, and I like getting to know you a little bit better. So thanks so much. Have a great weekend.